Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today's video is another makeup tutorial on a summer makeup glam. I've used yellow eyeshadow for the eyes and I've kept the base very bronzed, sun-kissed and dewy with a glow at the same time. So if you'd like to see how I got it, then please keep on watching. So I'm just starting off by applying my Too Faced Born This Way concealer on my eyelids and just applying a little bit of this. I've already prepped my skin. Blending this all in. The palette I'm using for my transition shade is the Urban Decay Born to Run palette, and I'm going to use the shade Riff, which I've probably used in quite a few of my videos. It's that one there, and I'm literally taking a bit on the brush and I'm just going to use a rainbow motion to do my crease. And I also use like a circular motion in between the rainbow motion just to make sure that it's nicely blended. Just gonna apply a bit more. And I'm also going in the outer corner of the eye and then dragging it out. So literally just building this up until I feel like my contour of the eye is defined. I'm going to use the Gingerbread Extra Spicy palette and the Kat Von D Fetish palette, and I'm using the yellow tones from both of these palettes. So I'll start off with the Fetish palette and I'm just going to use like a flat brush like this to pick the product up, and I'm going to put that on the eyelid. Just pressing and sliding. I'm just going to take the yellow shade from the Gingerbread Extra Spicy palette. From the Too Faced palette, I'm going to take the Gingerbread Glam shade, take that on a small brush, which is a bit rounded from the tip, and it's the Real Techniques extra small brush. And I'm going to create a V shape over here on the corner and then drag the colour out. And I'm also just going a bit above the crease. I've taken the colour into the crease a bit, but only at the end, so there's not too much product on the brush. And then I'm pulling the eyeshadow out. So I'm going to put the shade Cookie Call from the same palette on just the outer V and then only slightly blend it out just to create a bit more depth over here. So I like to tap it in there first and then move it around. And I just keep on blending this until it all looks like it's blended and you can't really see where the colour starts and stops. I'm taking the yellow shade from the Too Faced palette and just topping it up a little bit. Just to brighten it up. I'm taking the Tattoo Liner by Kat Von D for my top liner. I'm just going to do a wing liner with this. If you don't like doing your top liner, this is a really good product to use for doing it, purely because you have a lot more control over it. It's not actually a felt tip, it's actually a brush, so it's got loads of fine bristles. So it gives you the effect that a brush would and not a felt tip, because I find that a felt tip, the colour runs out a lot quicker. So I use the bottom lash line as a guide for the angle at which my eyeliner should go, and then I go towards the end of my eyebrow when I'm doing it. So I take it from the corner and then draw the line back first. And it's up to you how far out you go, but that's my line that I've drawn. Leave like a millimeter from the end of the line and I start making my way down with the product. So it's always good to look like this and do your eyeliner like this, because you can't actually draw the line, you'll kind of be pulling against your skin. So if you look away a bit, your skin's a lot more tighter. And I like to come down and then across. And then I just fill in all of the bit underneath it. And then I slowly work my way, and I want this bit to be thin. So I try and do that as carefully as possible. And to get more control, I use the side of the brush to do that bit, and I do really small strokes. And now you can see my line's a bit up down. I'm gonna now just try and do one line and get that straight and all in one go. And I like to lean my little finger on my face whilst I'm doing this. And over here on the corner, I can see that it's not straight, so I'm just gonna straighten it out. But I only literally use the pointy bit to do that. I don't use the side of the brush to do that. Small strokes. So now that both of the top liners are done, I'm just going to curl my lashes with the MAC curler. I'm using the MAC in Extreme Dimension 3D Lash. So because I've already applied quite a few products from my skincare, I'm not going to apply like a creamy product as a primer. I'm just going to use the MAC Fix Plus and spray that all over my face, and then use an illuminator to just bring a bit of a glow into my face. So I'm just going to spray this everywhere, avoiding my eye area. Feel very wet right now. For concealer, I'm using the Kryolan Concealer Circle in number 4. This is what it looks like. It's really good because it's got like lighter and darker shades, so you can mix them up to actually make them your color. So I'm going to start off with the one in the center, which is like a peachy tone, and I'm going to apply that anywhere where I've got pigmentation, just to get rid of that. And I'm just going to use like a brush like this. For corrector, I'm not really an orange shade. I've just got the orange shade, so I just use it, but I use less of it so that I blend it out even more. But if you've got darker pigmentation or circles, orange would be a good color to use. So that's already pretty much cancelled out like any pigmentation that I've got. I do use this, but I always forget to use it in my videos. So this time around I'm going to apply my concealer first and then my foundation. Taking the same concealer, the Too Faced Born This Way concealer, and just applying that everywhere where I applied the corrector. I'm only doing like a very thin layer of this. I don't even know where I put it there. And this is just so that all those areas are nicely concealed. Just getting a beauty blender and blending that all in. Remember not to drag because you want to cover the area where you put the corrector. So doing it like this, you can see how much more foundation you need rather than applying all your foundation first and then your concealer. For foundation, I'm using the Kat Von D Lock-It foundation and I am the shade Medium Warm 58. I'm going to take some of that on the back of my hand. I feel like I've not worn this foundation in such a long time. This foundation is a mattifying foundation, so I'm going to add the Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops, which are these ones here. And this is the shade Sunlight, just to give that glow. And I'm going to add these drops into the foundation just to give it a bit more of a liquidy texture. And I'm just going to mix this with my hands. You can see this foundation is thick, so I don't want it that only some of it's picked up. That makes sense. I'm going to pick this up on the back of my beauty sponge and then apply this to my face now. This is my foundation that I use in summer because I bought it during like spring, summer, so it kind of takes into account me getting a tan. So I'm going to use the Huda Beauty Overachiever Concealer in the shade Graham Cracker. So I've taken a bit of the Huda Beauty Concealer and I'm going to use this to highlight the high points of my face. So again, done the same thing. I've picked it up on the beauty sponge, like beauty blender, and I'm going to use that. And if I find that I've put too much on all in one go, then I'll kind of like blend between the two eyes. So for my contour and bronzer, I'm going to use the Huda Beauty Tantour, and this is in the shade Lite. And I'm going to get a brush like this. This is a MAC 168 brush, but it's like a shorter travel version that I've got. I'm going to take a bit of the Tantour on there, and not too much. I've tried to take a lighter shade because I don't like it being overly chiseled. So I'm just going to put that everywhere where I put bronzer. And just using a very light hand, I'm blending that into the skin. To set my makeup, I'm using the Kat Von D Lock-It powder, and this is a blotting powder and it's in the shade Medium. I'm literally just gonna pick some up and use this now to just set all my makeup. This powder comes with coverage as well, so it's not just it's not like a translucent powder where it doesn't add any colour. It's got pigment in it. Once that's been applied, I just get like a blusher brush like this, and I go around my whole face and just buff that powder in. And what that does is it brings the oils to the surface, because I've fully mattified my face, but I don't want it to look this matte. I don't like a fully matte look. So this just brings the oils back to the surface when you do this, and you'll see that a glow kind of reappears, but in the places that I want it to appear. So it almost looks like a glow from within. And there's nothing on this brush, it's just a plain brush. And this actually makes the makeup last a lot longer when you do this. Powder bronzer, I'm going to use the MAC bronzing powder in Golden. And just using the same brush, I'm just going to go around the whole of my face. For my blusher, I'm using the Tarte Blush Bazaar, and I'm going to use the shade Angelic, I think it is. Yeah, Angelic, and it's that one there. I'm not going to take it onto the apples of my cheeks. I'm just going to put it a bit behind there and then drag it back. It has got a bit of pink to it. So for my highlight, I'm using the Dewy Backstage Glow Face palette, and it's this one here, and I'm going to use this goldy shade over here. I'm just taking like a fluffy brush like this. This is an Anastasia A12 brush. I absolutely love this highlighter. It's like one of my favourite highlighters. So for my brows today, I'm trying to use different products because I always use the same ones all the time. And I use the same ones because they work for me, but I have other products that I use as well, which are really good, but I like quick products. So this one's really good. It's the Benefit Brow, and I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyebrow and spoolie brush. It's number 12. I'm just gonna go and draw strokes through my eyebrows. When I do the front of the eyebrow, I don't really touch the skin. I kind of just brush it through the hairs and it picks the product up. So once it looks like that, I get the spoolie side and just brush the product up. For my lip liner, I'm using a NYX lip liner in the shade Beyond Nude. Just gonna line my lips with this. For this look, I'm going for a pink nude, and this is the liquid lipstick called Lolita by Kat Von D, because this lip liner is a bit too dark, I think. I'm just going to see what this looks like on. I think I want it to be a little lighter still. Still in my life. Okay, so to make it a bit lighter, because I still find this dark, this is like my go-to to make any lipstick lighter. It's the MAC Retro Matte Balance Spice Liquid Lip Colour. I'm just going to add this kind of all over, maybe just leaving, or just the centre, I'll just see what it looks like. So this is a pretty nude lip colour, but I think it goes with the eyeshadow because it's not overpowering. So I'm just going to apply a bit of the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in Fenty Glow. This is what it looks like. I'm just going to apply a little bit of that all over my lip. I love this lip gloss. It was like my 2019 favourite. The gloss just kind of ties it in with the glowiness of the makeup look, and I just wanted to quickly do the under eyes. I'm going to use my extra small brush if I can find it. For the eyeshadow under my eye, I'm going to use the same tones that I used from the palettes that I used on the lid, and I'm just going to use the same colours as well. So I'll start off with the Gingerbread Glam shade from the Too Faced palette, just getting some on the brush and then just going under the eye. Cookie Cool shade, and I'm only going to do that on the outer corners. I'm just going to put some mascara on the lower lashes. I'm going to use the Tatti Luminous Dewy Skin Mist, and I'm going to apply this all over my face. I usually only apply this on the high points, but because I'm going for a very glowy look, I'm going to apply it everywhere. So just going to give it a shake and then spray. So guys, here's the final look. I've quickly put a side French plait in my hair and put some earrings on, and I've also put some lashes on as well. I'm wearing the Tatti Lashes in TL3, and I did say I was going to make it a wearable look, and I've tried to keep the yellow eyeshadow tone down, and it's not super extravagant, so this is a wearable look, and you can wear it with like denim. I think denim would look really good with it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and I hope you guys try out a yellow eyeshadow look, or even try out some other products that I've used in this look. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! Don't know what shade I'm wearing. Oh god. Okay, that was a pigeon flying towards my window, and I thought it was going to come inside.